think Sean Strickland overshares a little too much. Listen, I understand that trauma that is built in you from childhood is not an easy thing to get over with. Like, it doesn't go away that easy. It's gonna haunt you until the rest of your life, and there are ways of controlling it, but still it's gonna have its effects on you. And the things that Sean Strickland talks about is no joke. I mean, listen to what he had to say.
Fuck, man. I used to always sleep in my mom's room because I thought my dad was gonna kill my mom. So like I would like sleep by the door. I'd sleep
to make sure she was all right.
Yeah, I'd sleep under the bed. You know, I'd sleep by the door because I thought my dad was gonna kill my mom. So like one day, dude, it was so fucked up. Like it was just got a bad fight, like 3rd, 4th grade, and my dad's like, "Fuck that! He's not sleeping in here tonight. He's not, like, kick him out." And so I like army crawl under the bed, and I'm sleeping under the bed, right?
Under the bed?
I'm like laying on the bed, like just laying underneath the bed, like as they're fighting, because I think my dad's gonna kill my mom.
Wow, he was that violent?
Yeah, he's just a coward, you know? So anyways, like, I mean, we had like dogs, you know, or white trash, and the house was like flea infested.
You have a dog under there with you?
No dog was there with me. But I remember laying under the bed, and like fleas were just like jumping all over me, you know? And I'm like, and I think there might have been like a dildo next to me. I shit you not, dude.
Oh, man,
So
that
picture,
sucks.
we had this kind of like orange looking carpet. So picture like me, like 3rd, 4th grade.
Yeah.
Laying under a bed, fleas jumping all over me. There's a fucking like dildo next to me.
Yeah.
This man had to hide under his parents' bed while they were having sex because he was too young to understand sex, but he was thinking that his father is going to kill his mother. Like, that's just a glimpse of it. The things that he talks about, imagine the things that has happened and he doesn't talk about. And it's a traumatic childhood, I understand. But I still think that he overshares this information a little too much, and it's going to affect him in a bad way. And this is by no means a way of gaining sympathy. I don't think that's what Sean is trying to do. He's not talking about his trauma by gaining sympathy. The trauma that is haunting you all of your life, one way of coping with it is just by sharing it with other people. And this doesn't necessarily mean that you need sympathy in order to cope with it. It just feels like a burden, the fact that you only know about this stuff that happened to you and no one else does. But there is a point in life when you think that you're over the trauma that happened to you, so you just openly talk about it and joke about it. And at that point, you think that you're well over it and nothing can hurt you. I mean, I'm sure this happens to a lot of us. You guys can tell me as well in the comments, have this ever happened to you? When something terrible happens to you, and then when some time passes, you think that you're over it, and then you just start joking about it. But that's the point, you're not really over it. I think that's where Sean is right now. Like, the fact that he just talks about all of them in great details while laughing and smiling and joking says that he wishes and he thinks that it doesn't affect him anymore, and it's kind of funny now. But still, you have moments like this.
Sometimes it just comes out.
Oh, no, dude. Like, I remember I have a hole in my gum. Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to scratch my gum, and I have a hole in my gum. You know,
Just from being nervous and stuff?
nah, just anxiety, you know? Yeah, even to this day. Yeah. I mean, the day, dude, like, I'm a grown-ass man. I don't give a fuck. I mean, you could post this. I don't care.
Oh.
This clearly shows that Sean is not well over them right now. And it still hurts him, it still haunts him. And there is no problem with sharing that information in a structure of a joke or just messing around or in a therapy session or anything. I'm not attacking that. What I'm trying to say is Sean needs to realize that the situation that he isn't the most healthy way of oppressing his childhood, talking about the trauma, because he is in a fight business, and a majority of that fight business is mental. Other people will use it against him, and it's gonna hurt him mentally and physically until the point that he is actually over it, which is not now. Like, we all saw how he reacted when Dricus Duplessis, I think I said his name correctly, Dricus Duplessis, I think that said his name correctly, I don't know. I'm just gonna call him DDP, not to be mistaken by EDP. DDP, the African guy. Not that African guy. Fuck. I'm just gonna call him Drickus. We saw how Sean reacted when Drickus actually used the same material that he was sharing against him.
You're so angry. Bro, you think your dad beat the shit up you? Your dad doesn't have shit on me. I'm gonna show you what it's like to beat you. I mean, every childhood memory you have is gonna come back when I'm in there with you. Every single one, the one where you lie in bed at night where your dad comes in and he beats the shit out of you.
I will take your fucking soul, you understand me, you fucking pussy? Yeah, you fucking laugh, you fucking
Yeah, I got a nerve. I see I hit a nerve there.
Yeah, you fucking did hit a nerve, you fucking bitch. Go ice your fucking ankle, you fucking coward.
Oh, man, that's it.
It clearly disturbed him. And that shows that he was too far in his safe zone, that he was feeling safe to talk about his trauma because he thought it's well over him and it's just not an issue anymore. But as soon as someone actually used it against him, he realized that no, this is real shit. And I believe Sean at some point thought that it was a mistake for sharing all of the things that happened to him, because this isn't the first time. Ian Gary will use it against him as well. His next opponents, all of them, will use it to a point that it might make him break down, either in front of a camera, in the octagon, or at his own privacy. That kind of shows a good point. That is, it is good to talk to your close ones and people that you trust about your trauma. It is clearly healthy to do that, but you need to realize that some issues, as little as they might seem, as little effect as you think they might have, it is best that other people don't know about it, because still they can use it against you, and it's a pathetic move to use someone's childhood trauma against them in a trash talking session. But still, this is a fight business and people will do that. Regardless of the fight business, even in real life, you have enemies, you have people that hate you, and as soon as you feel like you're too safe to be hurt and you start talking about shit that normally would hurt you, people will use it and you will realize that no, it wasn't too safe. You are still hurt by it, the way that Sean is right now. I think he was clearly different in this fight. In all of other fights and all of the other press conferences and face-offs, he was very calm and like joking around, and he was his typical Sean Strickland. But in this fight, he was tense. In the press conference, at least, in the face-off at least, he was very tense. It was clearly shown that he is hurt by what Drickus is saying. I bet he's either going to stop talking about his childhood trauma and stop giving more information, or he will try to combat that to kind of fool himself into thinking that it doesn't affect him and talk even more and say other darker stuff, which I believe it is in his life. There are more darker, deeper secrets that he hasn't shared yet, but I hope that he doesn't for his sake, until he can clearly get over it and say it in a position of authority and a position that he can't be hurt anymore. That's the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like my content, and I'm gonna post more. I know I keep promising that I'm gonna post more, and I don't. But believe me, guys, I'm kind of busy at the moment, but as soon as I get my schedules right, I'm gonna post weekly at least. Like, I'm gonna post even more than that. So yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, and tell me in the comment if you ever had a traumatic childhood and if you ever had a trauma that you thought you were over it, but then you realize no, it still affects you.